Hello and welcome back to Daily Sniper Market Recaps. My name is Steven, and today I'm going to be going over the best trades we ended up taking today. Now, let's take a look at our pre-market game plan. This is what I do every single day inside the Daily Sniper community. We put down our key levels. We had a massive support level at 528.50 and 530.70. This was a bullish pocket, a potential bullish pocket. I will show you what I'm talking about later in the video. And then we also said, if SPY ends up to failing to hold 528.50 and starts breaking down, SPY will drop to 524. Okay, a break of 528.50 could trigger a flush towards 525.50 to 524, and we ended up actually going way further than that. So let's take a look at this. Right, this is what I do. You go in the 30-minute time frame. I'm going to mark down this level. Okay, this was our bullish pocket. 530.71 and 528.27. Why? Because if you just look left, it's a massive resistance level over the past few days. Big resistance levels in this pocket. We ended up blowing through this level and did not come back down to retest it until today. And look what it ended up happening. We ended up dumping down immensely. So now let's take a look at the 5-minute time frame. Why did we end up breaking down? So we had a big sell-off all the way to our key level, 528.27, right? We had a little bit of weakness here. The next candle we broke, retested, immediate dump. This is the reason why we had a sell-off straight to 525.50, the first bounce, and then the second bounce, 524. This was another bullish pocket. And if you could look at the market right now, it's not respecting too much at all, right? We have a lot of bearish news happening right now in the markets. This is why I tell everyone you need to have a game plan. You need to have a trading plan. You need to know where you're going to enter and where you're going to exit at all times. Today, I ended up hitting a few trades. The first ones, I started off with futures this morning, guys. I ended up funding an account and ended up making I bought another account, ended up making 1,400. I'll show you. No, not there. Right here, right? So first morning trade, $1,100. This account ended up being funded. The next trade, one simple trade, ended up making 1475 on that. When it comes down to options, I just did one snipe trade, literally right here at around the 1045 level. Ended up selling this move, and that was it. I paid more attention to futures today. Probably shouldn't have, because I was doing a lot of good scalps, but I really wanted to get these accounts funded with the Top Step. So that was my trading day, right? I didn't like it. It was a bunch of chop, but look at this. We had a beautiful inverse head and shoulders, right? And we ended up skyrocketing, and we could not validate our price. We didn't even reach the level that I explained in last night's video. And speaking of last night's video, I accidentally posted that video and it changed to unlisted by, I don't know how. I didn't find out until early in the morning. So go back and take a look at that video, because I properly prepared everyone in the Discord in the most bearish case scenario and in the most bullish case scenario. Now, let's take a look at the daily time frame. Let's make a trading plan for tomorrow, right? As of right now, on the daily, right, we still have a higher low in play, and we still are respecting this Fibonacci retracement, right? After this big day on April 9th, this big massive halt candle, right? We're still holding. So when are we going to get extremely bearish? I'm going to tell you right now, if we end up cracking 520, we're going to sell off to 516, and then we're going to sell off to 513, and then back to 509. That's going to happen. As of right now, the market's a little bit uncertain right now. We don't have the most bearish time frame, right? The daily time frame isn't the most bearish, but it's not bullish at all, right? So if you had to choose a side of where the market's going to go, it's obviously more downwards, in my opinion. But we know when the VIX is elevated like this, guys, anything could happen, right? We can end up gapping up 10 points. Like today, from the high to the low was almost 15 points on SPY in one freaking day. There's a lot of moves happening. SPY is not respecting a lot of things. This is why I'm preaching to everyone to wait for confirmation. You need to wait for the confirmation. Just say you have a key level. Don't just buy at it. Wait for the next candle, because the next candle could be telling the story. You may even see confirmation of the trade you are taking. Don't take it then. Wait for the next candle. And as you could tell, like, look, after this big drop, we had a nice bullish bounce. Look at the next candle engulfing, right? You also need to be watching the higher time frames, like the 30-minute, the 4-hour, and the daily. So let's get into tomorrow's trading plan. We're currently respecting. We have another buy pocket. When I mean a buy pocket, it's usually a potential U-turn level, right? So even though we're coming to this level, this is a possible U-turn level for the next leg higher. But if we don't get a U-turn, we're going to get a continuation of the move downwards. How do we know if we're going to be right or wrong? So the major level to be watching tomorrow is this pocket, 525.50 and 523. If we end up opening above 525.50, we come back down, calls are most likely going to print $3 up to potentially $5 up. Now, that's a bullish case scenario. So if you start seeing confirmation of 525.50 as a support, you're going to take first profit at 528.27 because this is the first level of a rejection, right? And if we overshoot it, the last area you are looking to take profits is going to be the 530.71 level. Now, let's look at the downside. We end up gapping down. We have a few levels, right? If we end up holding above 521, I'm going to wait for this pocket, this $1.50 pocket, to go short. This is where I'm going to be shorting tomorrow if we end up gapping down, because the previous support is, I'm anticipating it to be a resistance level, but I don't have a bias because this trade right here is your wrong once. If you end up seeing weakness, you buy puts, and then it's a big fake out, cool. We stop out, we hit calls, and we ride it up and get our loss back plus some, both directions, right? This is a U-turn level in both directions. We're going to come down to it and flip, or we're going to come up to it and flip, right? So those are the biggest levels to be watching. If we end up gapping beneath that in this no man's land, 520.85, if I start seeing weakness here, I'm going to take puts $3 down to 518 to potentially 516. That is the game plan. If you'd like to be part of the #1 options Discord, guys, the link is in the bio. We officially have futures back on the channel. I funded one account in 2 days, and I'm halfway up on the second account that I have. So if you like to live trade with me, you don't have capital to trade, you want to get into futures, want to get into funded accounts, this is the channel to be in for you. And also, if you have capital and you like options trading, there's no better options Discord in the world than myself. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care, guys.